Audible Inc. presents The Reality-Based Rules of the Workplace. Know what boosts your value, kills your chances, and will make you happier. Written by Wakeman. Narrated by Mckean. Introduction. The new rules of the game. Every day, those of us lucky enough to be employed march off to work. You know, the place with the atrocious coffee, where an accidental reply all can keep the rumor mill going for weeks. Where everyone is preoccupied with what they'll have for lunch, even though the options rarely change. Where you have endless meetings and three types of colleagues: the geniuses who think like you, the jerks who don't, and the idiots, nice though they may be, who have been promoted past their intelligence. Where you have brainstorming sessions with your bagels, passive aggression with your birthday cake, and where pizza is associated with celebrating big wins in a way that it hasn't been since your Little League days. How's work working for you? I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess that it could be better. The employed have never been less satisfied with their lot. Nearly 68% of Americans report that their employers have taken steps such as putting a freeze on hiring or wages, laying off staff, reducing work hours, benefits, or pay, requiring unpaid days off, or increasing work hours. Tough economic times have left fewer people to do the same amount of work. Jobs you used to love have become overwhelming. Jobs you never loved have become intolerable. Success seems like an impossible dream as you strive to do more with less. You've seen good people get laid off, and you've seen good jobs outsourced to cheaper workers. So many people are confused, complaining, blaming, angry, under-responsible for their own affairs, and over-responsible for what isn't within their sphere of influence. Employees have come to believe that suffering is now part of working life, and you are suffering more than ever. It's become normal for work to suck. Because I travel to more than 200 companies per year to work with their employees, I see this dissatisfaction firsthand. Many employees feel unrecognized, under-rewarded, and taken advantage of. They want me to understand the scale has tipped, and not in their favor. Their jobs have officially become undoable by the average human being. What if you could go to work feeling energetic and excited, regardless of any external circumstances? You could go into work today and have fun, be productive, and return home at peace, with energy left over for your family and friends. You could be valued, appreciated, even a favorite at the office. What if you and your boss were allies and you loved your job again? What if the things that are currently making you unhappy simply lost their power over you? All this is possible and more. How do I know? Because thousands of employees have come into my sessions feeling dejected and undervalued, even hopeless, and left with an entirely new perspective. They have awakened to a different way of approaching their reality. They have been calm, creative, results-driven, and reality-based. They've been able to influence their colleagues, their bosses, and their teams. They've freed themselves from anxiety and resentment. They have turned their long list of excuses into an even longer list of proud accomplishments and results. Not because they work harder, or are in denial, or have surrendered to the man, but because they changed their mindsets. I'm here to tell you, you're not a cog in a machine. Far from it. You have more control than you think. That's the good news. The bad news is you and you alone are causing your own suffering. What most of you have lost touch with is that it isn't your reality that's causing your pain and frustration. It's the worn-out methods, techniques, and mindsets with which you're approaching your reality. I'm here to tell you that your suffering is optional. I can help you get back on track.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?